All right, guys, you've met the Jeep. So now let's talk about my top 5 mods. Now I'm going to go ahead and preface this by saying these are not going to count the essential mods. I'm not counting a winch, not counting a fire extinguisher, not counting your comms. I'm not even going to count the Dana 44, even though I have it on here, because those really are essential mods to the vehicle. You really should have those. Maybe not Dana 44, but if you're doing any kind of off-roading, you need communications, you need recovery. That's a given. You know, you need first aid kit, you need safety equipment. So those are all given. That's not what this video is. These are actual mods. Here's my top 5 favorite things I've done to my Jeep. It may be more than 5, we'll see. Many of the mods that I love are from right here, because this is where I'm at during the entire adventure of anything I'm doing. This is the captain's chair, you know, this is where Captain Picard gives the engage sign. So from here, this is where you're gonna find most of the mods I like. We'll start off with Carolina Metal Masters mirrors for when you take your doors off. These mirrors, number one, they're awesome. They don't rattle. The fish eyes, they work great. They're tucked in nice to the Jeep. They don't make a bunch of noise. You change this mount out, you get a mount for a ram mount right here. You get another ram mount on the end of the camera right here. So I've mounted my cameras on here when I'm filming. As you can see, I got another arm here for other camera mounting options. I love those mirrors. One of my favorite mods I did to this Jeep. And much like, I mean, you see the cell phone mount here, which mounts to the mount for the mirror. Actually, this cell phone mount came with the mirror. But moving on to one of my next mods that I absolutely love, this dash bar. I love that this dash bar is full length. Some of the ones you see only mount here, and you know, I didn't like that. I wanted a full length dash bar. And I love this one. It's customizable. You can loosen these things, slide them around, move where you mount your stuff at. I mean, I've got my switches mounted right here. I got my radio mounted here for when I take it on and off. You know, I've got more mounts here. They don't have anything mounted to them. It's just stuff I can add. I absolutely love this dash bar. It is not perfect, as with any of them, but it doesn't, the limitations of the dash bar probably be weight. You can't load it down with a lot of stuff. But I mean, I've mounted my iPad to it. That mount right there is, I have another mount that goes here for my iPad. So if I'm riding by myself, I'll put a second iPad right here. I mean, anything holds a lot of weight, but you know, you had other ones that mounted more up here. The only other one I really liked was the big roll bar one that mounts right here, and I didn't want to go the roll bar. So absolutely love this mod. Another mod that I absolutely love, and you can't see it, is right here. I have the kicker speakers in there that are the component speakers. And my God, that is a massive increase over the factory radio, because as you can tell, I ride with doors and top off a lot when it's warm outside, and I cannot hear my radio before. With those 2 speakers changed there alone, I can now hear my radio. Now, I have not done the rears yet. I will at some point do them, but absolutely have loved the front speakers. It's allowed me to have radio driving down the road with the doors off and with the top off. Another mod that I love, and you really can't see it very well because it's under here. This is my cover for when I have my doors off and I have my top on. It allows me to cover up the entry, protect animals from coming in the door. That's one specific to me. I love that mod because it allows me to leave the doors off all summer long, and I don't have a garage park in. I have 2 different ones, one for the top on, one for the top off. So right now I have the top on one in the vehicle because the top's on. So to take the top off, I'll swap them out, put the other one in here. So this mod is going to be one that kind of gets tied up with a lot of mods, and depends on.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
After that interruption, I'm gonna get back to the video like nothing ever happened. All right, next mod I absolutely love is the lighting. Again, this is gonna be a preference deal, issue, not an issue. This is a preference thing here. I ride my Jeep at nighttime, and I ride with the big groups at nighttime. We do Christmas parades down here every year, and so because of all that, I get to have lighting, and I like the lighting. So that's why I like lights. I live in a very rural area, so there's no street lights. You know, you can't see very good going down the roads at night. So I have the ditch lights over here, which sign off in ditches if I'm making a turn on a road in the middle of the night. Got rock lights underneath. Really, I mean, they don't really do much. They're good for just getting out and walking around the vehicle at nighttime. I've got the dial dynamics, which shine really wide going down the road at nighttime. Really good for spotting deer on the side of the roads. And I have KC lights, which I can shine really far away, although you can't use those on the road. But you know, for a split second, think there's something on the road up ahead or just animal on the road or something, you can hit it for a second and make sure you're clear. And those things will shine a mile down the road. Big thing with them though, I love riding trails at night. There's a lot of little small, really dirt road trails down here where I live at. There's a lot of times I drive up North Georgia mountains right at nighttime, and those lights are awesome when you're doing that. Really fun, really an enjoyable experience. Riding at night is so much different than riding in day. I've had videos where I rode very simple stuff, but I did it alone at nighttime, and it was kind of sketchy feeling doing it alone at night. But you go back in the daytime and see the same area you just rode in, and you're like, wow, that was really easy. But at nighttime, it was eerie. So yeah, I love the lighting. Definitely one of my mods that I've enjoyed. And again, it's my favorite mod list, not necessarily yours. So let's move on to the next one. You know, and this is another mod I like. That right there, Blackview 900 something. I don't remember, like an X or something like that. Like, it's a high definition dash cam, front and rear. Absolutely love that dash cam, not only for safety and security, but also I use it in my videos. Since I do YouTube videos, it's a very helpful alternate camera angle that is always running. So that's definitely one of my other ones, and I think that's already 5. So I'm gonna give you a couple honorable mentions real quick that didn't really qualify for the list, but I want to share them anyway. All right, honorable mention, rapid fire succession. We have the skid plates. The Sport Jeep did not come with skid plates, and I like going off-roading, and you need skid plate to protect yourself. That protects my engine and my transmission. Dana 44 rear differential track lock. It came with the Jeep. It's not really a mod, but it is essential if you're doing off-roading. I love my GMRS radio. I tell you another one I actually love is my CB radio. Even though there's hardly nobody ever owned these things no more, they're dead from what they were 40 years ago when I grew up with CB radios. But I also have a PA system hooked up to it. It's mounted under the hood, so I like my PA system, and I like it. It's fun. It's a toy. You know, I really don't use it for communications because there's really nobody on the CB. But every once in a while I pick up some truckers on it, but it is rare. You know. And one more mod. Not really a mod, but something I like. I like the Odyssey battery. Clarification, my mod was an aux battery delete and an Odyssey battery upgrade for the main. I definitely am not concerned anymore with the dual battery setup with the JL Wranglers. I think the dual battery was a great idea with a bad implementation. It was a miss by Jeep. I love the idea though. Dual batteries is a really cool thing to have in a Jeep. I actually considered doing the dual battery setup where I ran 2 Odyssey batteries until I saw the price. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'll just go 1 Odyssey battery and wire them together. So I think that's it, guys. My top 5 favorite mods. Maybe this gave you ideas of what you want to do to your Jeep. Maybe this gave you ideas of things you don't want to do to your Jeep. Either way, it's my list. Hope you enjoy.